This is going to be a quick video on this 59 Buick that I'm working on. I recorded all this footage over a year ago. Some of it's vertical video and then some of it I didn't take video. It's just some pictures. The car ended up going way different than we thought it would, you know. It was just supposed to be a driver, and now we've got everything torn apart. Everything that I was going to paint has now been powder coated. The frame's done, the air ride's done. I mean, I know there's more videos on my phone of it, so I'm gonna try to add them all in here, but it's not gonna make a lot of sense. And it'll get you caught up to where we are now, maybe. I don't know. It's not gonna be cohesive, but there is some stuff from today at the end of the video that's fresh work. All right, so I got the 59 Buick in here on jack stands, and I'm working on cleaning up the brakes. I'm not actually doing a full rebuild on the brakes. I'm more or less cleaning up what's here. I am putting in new wheel cylinders and new brake hoses and then new hard lines. I basically want to get this car ready to move around under its own power. I need a water pump, radiator, stuff like that. But I want to get it to move under its own power so we can see how many miles we can put on this motor, because then we're going to install air ride on it, new gas tank, new fuel system, all that stuff. And I just want to shake it down, and then when I tear apart the ball joints and tie rod ends and all that to air bag it, I'm gonna then redo all the brakes, paint the backing plates, paint, you know, the frame, whatever I gotta do. You can see this side already got cleaned up, new wheel cylinder, the new hose is hanging off the back here. I gotta run a new hard line. I cleaned out and rebuilt the master cylinder, among other things. I'll adjust this. I sanded the brake shoes to kind of resurface them so they'll grab a little better. These drums were originally cast aluminum, so I put it on the little rolly stool and put a coat of aluminum, but this stuff is way too shiny and bright, but it'll work for now. All right, so this is what we started with. These are the bearings and races from the passenger side, and here's the driver's side cleaned up. You can see how good of condition they're still in. They're not heat checked, they're not scored up. I mean, look at that. It's almost a mirror finish still. Here's the bearing. I have new bearings and races, but these are in really great shape, so I think I'm just gonna pack these and reinstall. The only thing that we're missing is one of the dust caps, so we're gonna go out to the boneyard and see if we can pull one off a parts car. That should do. Oh wait, not this one. No, that's a Plymouth. Cadillac. Oh, well, there we go. Hang on. Here's the guy we need. Ha. Nope, they're missing. Maybe Cadillac will be the same, but I highly doubt it. Oh, that thing's on there good. There we go. It's coming off. There we go. Gross. Not the same. All right, I've got the 59 Buick on the lift. We are going to install an air ride kit from, I think it's Twisted Images. So the first thing we want to do is get these rear springs out of here. I like to just lube up everything. I got the rear springs out of the way. Shocks are unhooked. Now I'm just busting apart the front suspension so I can get these springs. You can see somebody's heated them before. That's why they're out of whack. They're a little wonky, but now I'm just busting apart the front so I can get the front bag stuff put together, and then the fun starts. Getting the shocks off was a nightmare, but now I got to cut these perches off and weld in the new ones. It's pretty crunchy under here, but we'll make it nice. Maybe get these backing plates off and paint everything with some POR. I don't know. I'm gonna weld the new perch on with the old perch on this side. That way I can clock this one at 10 degrees like this one is, just to make sure they're even. So let's get started on that. All right, got that tacked in. It's 10 degrees. Now I'll burn it in the rest of the way. I found that the best way to get these rivets out of the lower control arm was just to drill them out on the drill press. I tried pressing them out, hammering them out, all that. It's easy enough just to take the control arm off and just drill them out. They're pretty soft, so they came out fairly easy. And it was a time saver. I failed to take into consideration that I can't reach the camera after I rotated the car, so. Oops. Had to climb up and get it. Climb up on my little step stool and get it. I always buy 3M Cubitron discs. They're thin, they cut really well, they're great. But yesterday I bought some Harbor Freight Chief wheels. I'm gonna try these out and probably blow my face off. Let's see how they work. So far I got this cut out and this cut out using one. I still got a little bit left. I did pinch it a little bit so it broke apart. I'm kind of impressed with these so far, honestly. I think they were $9 for a pack of them. I'm gonna keep going. I'm also using my Harbor Freight electric cutoff tool because I prefer electric over air, just because I don't know, it doesn't bog down, it doesn't get cold, it doesn't spit, it's reliable. Okay, I know it's odd that I'm making this floor out of little pieces, but I started doing some of this just with scrap before I had the car sandblasted, and you couldn't see all this before it was sandblasted. So that's why it looks like random puzzle pieces in here. These floors don't have to be perfect. It's actually not gonna be like a concourse restoration. It's gonna be an air ride driver, you know, so. The key is getting the floors solid and not junked up. They're not perfect again, but they're gonna be good, solid, not a bunch of rust buried underneath there. They'll be good for what it is. We're getting some stuff done in here. I cut some of the other stuff out after I saw how thin it was around my patches. And I'm starting to redo some stuff, cut and butt and all that. That's what I got done so far today. So that's it for this car. If I find more videos and pictures, I'll go get some pictures and stuff of the chassis. Well, when the chassis comes back, you'll see that it's all done and powder coated and air ride. Actually, I've got all the dash stuff upstairs. We'll run upstairs real quick. I'll show you the dash stuff and then we'll end the video. Okay. Here's the dash components. They've all been powder coated, sandblasted and powder coated. They're a little dusty from sitting up here. Whew, I ran upstairs, gotta catch my breath a little bit. But I'm gonna do everything inside the car satin black. The firewall will be satin black texture coated. The underneath of the car will be texture coated and satin black. But then the whole outside of the car is going to be high gloss black, and all the chrome and trim is going to be polished really nice. So it's going to be a black on black car with chrome accents. We're getting some stuff done in here. I cut some of the other stuff out after I saw how thin it was around my patches, and I'm starting to redo some stuff, cut and butt and all that. That's what I got done so far today. I got a bit more done. It's not perfectly straight, but I got that underneath the sill plate done. Also, here's the smooth firewall I'm working on. Got everything welded up, put an aftermarket air conditioning things in it. So hopefully it'll all be good. So that should catch us up on the 59 Buick thus far. Again, I started that video years ago, never finished it out. Stuff got moved around. That's why it was in my buddy's shop when I started the video, and now I'm in the new shop and I can finish it. And I'm gonna make a legit video out of it, but that's what I got so far. Hope you enjoyed it if you watched it. I know that was extra messy, but it is what it is, I guess. We got you caught up.